Cevdet Erek speaking. We are now in the Pavilion of Turkey in the Venice Biennial 2017. And we just opened the pavilion after a month of setting up or construction and a bit more than a year of imagining, let's say, and imagining preparation than planning. So I can try to talk a bit about the foundations, the basic ideas behind the work or under the work or carrying the work, let's say. Actually, it's quite a simple, I would say, spatial programming, but a complex way of constructing it, because we have to. So the simple idea is we have a rectangular pavilion, which is actually not a building by itself, but a huge kind of a big hall-like room. And then behind these walls, you have other countries or other countries' pavilions. And in this very occasion, we have some neighbors from afar, like Peru, South Africa, Singapore, and then downstairs Mexico, Argentina, kind of. Anyways, so the idea is leaving the gap, leaving the passageway between the other states' pavilions open. So we're not forcing anybody to make a route, make a tour in our exhibition. So if someone is in a hurry, someone doesn't have interest in this kind of artwork, or someone from the next pavilions have to go to toilet or something, this path is open. So we're not forcing anybody to make a tour or a forced stay or forced image or something. But then we're promising, of course, for the people getting inside, some pleasures, some tours, some places, some provocations, let's say. Yeah, so we have this path left open between the other pavilions, and then we make a platform on that, because we also want to pass by without always getting in connection with these fast-track transit passages, let's say. And on that platform, we kind of built this, in a way, imaginary or abstract facade, architectural facade, a face, which is ornamented by sound. Not by visuals, not visual patterns or calligraphy, but sound patterns and speech, which replaces any text in visual ornamentation. Then we climb there by staircases which become kind of in a way like a dramatical elevation, but of course have connections to other kinds of spaces, like you would find in some urban areas, in ruins, like ruined cultural places, or ruined cultural places from now. I mean, not the historical ones, but imagine a cultural area which is left to corrode and demolish, kind of. And then, if you have staircases, then you have to have ramps for the people who move wheels. And then, in that moment, we kind of sample the idea of these scaffolding ramps from the ones. Maybe here you include an image from Sinsay, where you have these ramps on the bridges which were put for the Venetian marathon. Then the sound ornamentation, which is done by the use of directional loudspeakers, 35 of them, are kind of throwing the sounds just across, which means that in the step that you're like standing at the moment, if you would go slowly a bit right, we want to try without falling down. Go until the sound shall change a bit. of the one across there on this axis. So it means that in different places, come by. It's made for the people. Come, get in. No fear. So which means that your moves in the staircases or their vertical or horizontal changes how you experience these sound ornamentations. And then you can pass behind these directional loudspeakers as well. So you leave the sounds history behind in a way. And the moment you go to the other side of the platform, the other staircases, they are blocked. Just like any urban place which is locked due to security or other reasons, where you're left out or prisoned in. But also a connection to the state football supporters or sports supporters culture in general, and the violence. To remember that me as a supporter of one of the big teams of Istanbul and Turkey, I witnessed even in my lifetime that while the supporters of teams were sitting next to each other and sharing more or less half and half the tribunes, then you would have policemen, then fans in between, then the visiting teams, supporters was shrink to 3,000 people, then it was totally banned. Or sometimes, because of something, there's a punishment of playing without audience, kind of. So there are, but these are my associations about being caged in or out. And now I'm going to conclude because I have, as you might imagine, not many kind of references, but I think these are the foundations and the main idea behind this. The viewer spends time in here. Hopefully, it touches to some memories, some experiences of that viewer or visitor, let's say. And again, hopefully, in other places after here, this works comes back in some kind of, with some images, sounds, echoes, memories. And if you want to have more, if someone want to have more, it's very easy to search about the work. With that record sleeve like leaflets, and we're going to have a record of these ornamentations. All samples separately in one side, and in the other side we're going to have a good stereo mix to enjoy the energy somewhere else. So, for the curious, they can learn more about the work, and we're going to make a book as well. But here, the main thing is the experience of the curious person, and the fast tracker, anyways, can leave the place without touching anything. So I think that's kind of more or less that could be a paragraph.